start the video in the inner paddock, standing next to a bunch of some of the world's most expensive cars. We've got a number of Carrara 250 GTOs. There goes another one starting up. Now these cars are priceless. Nick Mason's was one of the most expensive cars ever. It costs, well, it was valued at over $50 million. Absolutely outrageous. And this really summed up Revival. I'm standing so close to all these cars. It's incredibly noisy, but I absolutely love it, and that is really what Revival is all about. The Carrara Trophy has to be the world's most expensive classic car race I've ever seen. With over 30 cars on the grid, with the likes of the Ferrari 250 GTO. Just behind me here we've got a Maserati from 1959. We've got a good number of Jaguar E-Types. It's absolutely phenomenal. The estimated value of the grid is over £200 million. It's not like you can just go down your local garage if you dent it and get a new wing for them. But it is absolutely fantastic and wonderful, the fact that the owners of these cars do allow them to go out on track and basically be seen in their natural habitat, racing wheel to wheel. The Carrara Trophy cars are lined up in this holding area. So we'll have a good look around some of the cars. I also want to try and have a chat with some of the drivers. These cars are millions of pounds, and just what goes through their head when putting these things on track. I'm with a couple of drivers here driving this absolutely incredible Aston, which is just behind me here. It's absolutely amazing being here. What's it like to actually drive something that's basically priceless out on track?
Well, it's still fun, and especially when you can share the car with your dad and have the same passion. That's all that counts, I guess.
What's it like actually out on track in, a car like this? Obviously modern cars completely different.
Well, I've never driven a modern car on the racetrack, so it's a lot of fun, and yes.
A modern car would be much faster, but especially in the corners, and you can brake much later. But this is the fun of these cars. You have to drive them; they don't drive you.
Yeah, we'll be driving the Ferrari 250 short wheelbase with Hans Hulkenats for the first time in a row. So yeah, I'm really grateful to be here, and of course it's fantastic weather. And yeah, this is for me it's one of the most amazing cars there is. It's really easy to drive, and yeah, lovely to take it around this beautiful track.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing here with all these other cars. What's your sort of it's priceless basically these cars. What's your sort of feeling about driving these on track?
Well, of course, it's a car of a friend of mine, so I'm very, the bringing it home safely is my first priority, and for me it's not that much about the race, it's more about the ambience with these beautiful cars driving around, of course, it's still quite a lot of horsepower, so you need to be careful. Last year it was in the rain, and it's very slippery, so it's always a challenging ride, but in the end my main goal is to take it home safely.
Excellent. Oh, very jealous in some ways about going around. That was an absolutely amazing experience. Well, I hope you enjoy the day. Difficult not to in that car, isn't it? How can you not enjoy it?
I think already being here is difficult not to enjoy yourself, and being able to drive a car like this, that's a really dream.
I'm here with Phil, who's been driving the E-Type on this amazing day. How was it out on track?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, the weather's glorious, the cars are glorious, and the event's great. So, you know, I mean, what more can you ask for? And we're second on the grid. So, front row start, we're always going to struggle to beat the Ferrari, the bread band. So, you know, we're best of the rest, if you like. So, we're looking forward to the race.
What's it like driving a sort of quite an iconic classic car like that?
Oh, the E-Type's a fantastic car. You know, it handles so well. It hasn't got the horsepower of the Ferrari, but you know, it's lovely to drive. And you know, well, I mean, the weather's beautiful, the track's great. Well, I mean, what more can you ask for on a Friday morning?
The St Mary's Trophy really is one of their favourites here at Goodwood Revival. It consists of saloon cars from the 1960s, and looking around, there are a lot of well-known drivers here. We've got Ash Sutton just over there. I've seen Andrew Jordan. I think Theo Faces is somewhere around. And these cars, they might not be that quick, but we've got Minis, we've got Lotus Cortinas, all kinds of things like that. But yeah, they're all lined up. You can probably see it all the way down there, but they really do provide some great wheel-to-wheel action. We're going to have a little wander around. I'm going to try and grab Ash Sutton, possibly some others, and see what they think of the day. Here with Ash Sutton, reigning BTC champion, driving this car behind us. So we're going to have a chat. Different environment completely. So, Ash, tell me about the car you're driving today.
Yeah, so I'm racing Pete Chambers' car. It's a Lotus Cortina Mark 1. It's prepped by JRT. As you can see, it's a stunning bit of kit. It's a privilege to obviously be asked to come and do this event with him.
Is there anything you can take from what you've learned in touring cars into this?
No, you kind of have to push that one aside and open a new book. With these style of tyres, the car is constantly moving. You have to get used to driving the car on a bit of opposite lock. Under power, it's been something that I've got to adapt to, for sure. But yeah, the boys here have guided me well, and well, we'll find out today if it's good enough.
Question, which one, if you could do one more race, touring car or this, that's it, you were going to call it a day, which one?
It depends what type of touring car race it was. If it was going into the last round for the championship, I'd do that. But for fun, enjoyment, atmosphere, got to be this. If you just look at the scenery around it, the atmosphere, it's a fantastic event. So yeah, to come and have one blast in this for the last time ever, I think I'll go with this.
I'm here with Andrew Jordan, who probably knows this track better than anyone else. What's the sort of tricky parts of the track?
Probably no name in St Mary's, one of the fastest corners on the circuit, and real fast section and very challenging. So it's my favourite part of the circuit, but also it's probably the most difficult part as well. It's all about lap times and seeing where we stack up against everyone else.
And where are you aiming for? Other number one?
Pole, yeah, that's what we're aiming for, is pole. So we'll see, it'll be tight, there's lots of good people doing it, but it's important to enjoy these sort of events as well because they're fantastic. So yeah, we'll see how we go.
You've got lots of your fellow BTC as well. Are you even more competitive the fact they're here, or does it not matter?
It doesn't matter who's in the other car. As long as we're first, I don't matter who. I don't care really who we beat tonight. It's all about trying to get first. But today, there's lots of good people doing this one. So thank you.
I'm here with Jürgen Müller, who's driving this amazing Mini that's just behind us here. Can you tell us a little bit about the car?
Well, you know, it's a car from BMW, from Mini Classic from Munich. It's rebuilt 10 years ago, and then it's got restructured 2 years ago, so it's race ready. Very happy to share the car with Charlie Cooper, grandson of John Cooper. So, you know, it's a privilege for me to be here. And I tell you one thing: first time I'm in Goodwood Revival, and this morning when I entered the gate, I was shocked. You know how the time came back, and you're all of a sudden you're in a complete different period of people, of time, and it's unbelievable. I really enjoyed it. I love it. I knew already when I entered this morning that it's something special. As I said, I'm very honored that I can share the car here at this event, and I know how difficult it is really to get an entry. So thanks a lot for that, and I'll do my best to also give some enjoyment to the spectators outside and try to bring it around a little bit sideways.
Have you got anything? Are you expecting anything of the car in particular, or?
No, I just drove it in the wet until now. So we had a few laps of testing, but just in the wet. The only thing I know is there's no grip at all, there's no power, and it's sliding all the time. So I do my best to bring it around the
You
corner.
look so happy being able to drive such an iconic car.
Yes.
It's going to be great to see it going where it should be, as opposed to in a garage and being raced.
Yes, it's race ready. That's the thing. You know, the mechanics in Munich, they really build it to compete, and that's what I'm here for. I do my best.
Excellent. Have a great time out there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Qualification for the St Mary's Trophy is about to get underway in the next 5 or so minutes. The drivers are all over there at the moment and they're getting strapped into the cars. The actual race is tomorrow, so it's Saturday at 1:30 and is a 25-minute long race. Should be absolutely great this. At the moment, I think the classic minis are my favourite in this. They look absolutely incredible. So we're going to watch this qualification session and see where that's going to put them for the race tomorrow. It's the 20th anniversary of Goodwood Revival, and this is the winners' parade. They've gathered cars that have won races over the past 20 years, and you can see them all out on track at the same time. This is going to be done on both Friday, Saturday and Sunday. The loudest and fastest race of the weekend is the Whitsun Trophy. This consists of cars pre-1966. So you've got the likes of the Lola T70 and the absolutely iconic Ford GT40. I'm really looking forward to this. It should be absolutely great to see these cars out on the track, and they're all going out now. Revival's not just about what you can see out on track. There are dozens and dozens of stalls, events and attractions to look at. For example, where I'm standing at the moment, this has to be the rarest car, well, ever. It's a 507 from BMW, and it's rare, it's the only one, and it was actually owned by Elvis Presley. So if you head over to the March Motorworks, that's where you see this car. There's also Rolls-Royce over there, which has appeared in the film. There's Minis and things like that. So it's a great place to come up and have a look if you want to break from the racing. Here at Goodwood Revival, they really have saved the best till last. It's time for the Carrara Trophy. As I mentioned earlier on in the video, this is the world's most expensive grid lineup you're ever going to see. £200 million worth of cars going around on track. You can probably hear in the background they've headed out now, so we're going to head over and watch this very, very unique spectacle. The sun is setting here at Goodwood Revival and the Carrara Trophy is down to its last few laps. It's been an absolutely fantastic day and hopefully you guys have also enjoyed this experience as well. I'm going to call this video to an end, guys. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comments are always welcome and remember to click on that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.